G'day everyone, Gareth here from Organic Growing Melbourne. I want to do a quick video on bare root fruit trees. This is a new addition to the family. I gone and bought myself a dwarf almond. This is self-pollinating tree, but when you get a bare root tree, there's some things you need to do before you actually plant it. So I've just picked this up from my local nursery. They just put it in a bag for me with some I got that string off. So your bare root fruit tree, so here it is here. As you can see, there's not much to it. Right. So essentially these are grown in fields and the machine just comes along and just pretty much slices them out the ground, and you lose a lot of the root system. Now what I would normally do is inspect the roots, and I'll just get these. What I'd do is I'd inspect these roots, and although these are in pretty good condition, sometimes you find some roots, snapped halfway, and I generally just prune them off, and anything that's sort of a bit see, there's a bit of damage just here, so I'll just lop these off. Hang on, I'm not used to left hand, hang on. Alright, so I'll just prune anything that might be damaged. Okay, and I think this is actually pretty good. My local nursery, so you've got some feeders here, which is really good, so we'll leave them on. And then, oops, sorry, I'm getting twisted up in all the roots. Right, okay, let's inspect some more here. So they all look pretty good to me. They're actually pretty good, so there's not much trimming, but yes, again, if they're damaged, snapped, just prune them off and clean it up a little bit. See, this one here's got a big rip here, so I might, although I'm going to lose a few feeders, I'm going to trim that off just to clean that up. Okay, now another thing is, if you look at the size of this root ball, okay, there's not many roots there. They're the only roots that are capable of bringing up nutrients to the tree. But the problem with that is you've only got that many roots, and you've got all this tree, and I'll take it away, but you've got all this tree here, and that root system is not going to be able to sustain all of this tree. So we're going to prune this right down, and I'll try and do this. You could prune 60% of this off. I've got some, so I want to keep, so you can see this first branch here for a start. So I'm going to take 50% of that off, and I'm going to find a bud. I'm going to find a bud that's going to be pointing out. So this one here. Right, so I'm going to prune that off there. I'll go to this next small one here, and we'll prune to a bud that's going to be facing outwards. Okay. The next one, we're going to prune this one to a facing out bud. And yeah, we're going to lose, I can see some buds forming here, just here. As you can see just here, if I can focus onto it there, we're going to lose them, but there's not much we can do about that. Out facing bud here, and then this one here, we'll leave this branch, and then I've got 3 coming off here, so I'm going to go outside bud. Most of this is pretty spindly and looking pretty awful, so I'll prune most of that off. and then another outside bud there. And then I'm going to take this one right down because it's a little spindly one. And then this big long one, I don't think I'm focusing, am I? There. This big long one here goes all the way up from here, all the way down. So pretty much from there, go about 50% up, outward facing bud. We'll go to that one. And then I'm going to go this one here, this one just here. It's coming up here. We're going to take about 50% of that off. And then these two main leaders, we're going to go 50% of that off. And then you'll see there's this one tall one left. And I'm going to take that off just above the tag here. Bang. So we've gone from quite a tall tree. You could take even more off, but that will do. So you can see, and then what I'm going to do is also prune all these little ones off that we don't need. We don't need any of these. We've taken probably about 40-45% of that tree off. And then there's already a hole here. And I need to bring it up a bit. And I've got to compete with the chickens as well. Okay, so I'm going to just put a bit of dirt in there just to fill that up. Fill it up a bit. And then try and get all these roots in the hole. Alright, all these feeder roots just tuck in, and we're going to bring that up, fill that up, backfill that, and then we'll adjust it once. I'm doing it with one hand, remember, with the chicken in the way. Alright, so we'll just that's what you've got to deal with chickens. Whenever you dig, I just want to get a bit of dirt in there just to support it. And then there'll be enough in here to shake it around and get it in position. Like so, okay? So there we have it. It's very important to do this pruning, otherwise because your root system's just not going to be big enough to take all the nutrients and all. So now I've sort of got that in position how I want it underneath the bamboo, which will be pruned back a bit. I'm happy with that position. And then I'm just going to backfill all this now. Out the way, chickens, come on. Thank you. Come on, girls. Alright. I'm just going to go get some more soil. It's a bit richer, this stuff over here. You see. I'll get some of this. It's nicely composted. All this stuff. It's been in there for about a year. It's very get one more shovel load. Of course, if you've got some potting mix or something, you can use that to fill the hole up. just salvage stuff from around the garden. All right. So I've planted it a little bit higher than the original ground level because it's the big hole, and I've put new loose dirt in it. Once we water it in and it settles down, it'll drop down slightly. But we'll just put it in lightly, just a light tap. Okay, now one thing you don't want to do is get in here with your foot and start stomping on it, because all you're going to do is break some of the roots in there. And then the last thing we do is water it in. Now it doesn't matter if it's going to rain tonight, always water them in. Come on, girls. Thank you. We'll give it a good watering in. This will fill in all the air pockets that might be in there. Get a bit of water runoff there. So might just get some more dirt. Just pile some dirt up around the back there so the water doesn't run away. And generally I'll wait until that sinks in a bit. I give it a bit of a shake like that, grab the base of it and a bit of a shake just to get all those roots, get all the dirt around the roots. Don't pull it too hard because you'll pull it out of the ground. And once this is sort of soaked in, I'll give it another quick water. And there we have it, a new tree. This is the almond, dwarf almond. So this one doesn't get that big. The max height is 1.8 to 2 meters high, max height. That's possibly pruned down to that height, I'd say, which is perfect. And then the width is only 1.5 meters to 2 meters, so it's not going to get quite over to the bamboo, and it's not going to get quite over to where the grapes will be in here eventually. And being, 2 meters, that's just a perfect height. So there it is. That's how you plant a bare root. This extra stuff in the bag, we won't let go to waste. And we'll spread this around the tree. And there we go. We're done. And remember not to, when you're planting any tree, plant it to the level of what the pot was at. Do not bury any of this under the ground. Otherwise it will die. It will rot and die. So that's another very important part of when you're replanting any tree, whether it's repotting or putting in the ground. You need to make sure you don't bury any of the stem here. I'm not too sure what the rootstock of this is. Self-pollinating, requires staking, so we'll put a stake in there. Full sun, so this is going to get morning sun. It'll come up here. In the sun it'll be a lot higher, but right now it's coming along here. behind that cloud down across there. In the summer it'll get a few more hours of sun. I just got to stop the chickens from now digging it all up. It should be okay. So there's the dwarf almond. I'm still waiting on a macadamia, pecan, and I think that'll probably do with the nut trees. I just need dwarf sizes because I just haven't got any more room anymore. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 bananas. So say 15 and then 16 in the chuka. Yeah, so 16 full-size trees just in here. And the avocado will eventually get a lot bigger than that. So they have to be dwarf from now on. And if any of these get a disease and die, any of the apples, nectarines, they'll be replaced with dwarf varieties. It will only get to about 2 meters. All right, I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. And most importantly, share the videos. Get it out there. All right, thanks for watching again. Take care, bye.